What's going on, guys? Hey, how are you? Repeat back with you on another Saturday night. Time for the Saturday Night Showdown race live from North Wilkesboro Speedway. It's going to be one hell of a race. Thanks for coming out, hanging out. Definitely looking forward to chatting up and you keeping me company. And I'm not sure why I'm getting an echo here. Let's see. Okay, so I see the sound from the sim coming across, but I can also hear myself as well. I apologize. I was having some audio issues just before I came online. But yeah, as you can see, it's the Midwest Barbecue ARCS Racing Truck Series. And again, live from North Wilkesboro. North Wilkesboro got the track map up on the right-hand side, right along with your temperature information. Again, looks like it's going to be just about 77 degrees air temp and 84 so far for track temp. It's going to be interesting. Supposedly, there's only going to be about 16 guys out here on track. They're going to go ahead and mix it up. Qualifying is just about halfway over, and we should see these guys go green in just a little bit. So hope everybody out there had a great 4th of July weekend. These guys were off last week. So was Shake and Bake and every other series that we all kind of keep up with and keep in touch with. I hope you enjoyed your weekend and pay tribute to the good old red, white, and blue last week. So who do y'all got out there in chat? Who's the one that's got your eye tonight? Who's it gonna be? And I found the issue of the echo, or the source of the echo, I should say. Let's go ahead and straighten up a couple things here right quick. There we go. It helps if you don't have your own stream playing in your ear as well. So there we go. All right. I just saw somebody pop up with a follow. Sharon Racing, thank you very much for the follow and welcome aboard. Glad that you are here. All right, so again, who do y'all have? I tell you that 14, he's been pretty fast talking about the Pinnell, but we'll have to see how he does tonight. I don't actually know if he's actually going to be here. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. Right now, I think the only Pinnell that is that's actually in the field is Ryan Pinnell in his number 12. It looks like there's Tommy Sears a little bit further down. So Tommy Sears just hasn't taken a time yet. That's why you don't see him on the board right there. Let's empty all that out. All right, so we emptied all that out. Let's go ahead and bring back your tower right there. So as you can see, qualifying Pinnell is on pit road. So far, Seth Wansing in his number 9, showing to be the fastest man in town, and it looks like qualifying is over. So we'll let these guys all grid up in their trucks and get ready to tackle this place. 150 laps getting ready to kick off around North Wilkesboro Speedway. And how about the news that came out of North Wilkesboro not too long ago, that they're actually going to rip up the asphalt at the end of August, and then they're going to run another month in September, all on the old dirt. Imagine all the stories the asphalt and dirt around this track could tell if it just had, if there's just a way to do it. Supposedly, if you go to North Wilkesboro Speedway, they have all the information in pictures hanging all the way around, and a couple of the old race cars, and it's gonna be great for this town. Let's go ahead and bring up your race information right quick. Show you exactly what these guys are going to be dealing with. Unfortunately, it looks like KS Gaming 51 will not be with me tonight. It's just going to be me, myself, and I for the entire race. But I'm glad to be back in town. I was up in New York State camping for a week. I am back and ready to go. Let's go ahead and empty that out one more time. Go ahead and bring your tower back up. Bring your info back up, and get ready to light this thing up. Again, Seth Wansing, he's going to be the man on pole. Alfie Sharon Jr., guy that just followed, sitting P2. Donald Ray in that number 5, sitting P3, with Jacob Blankenship 2 is outside in that money line 85. Joshua Gaiman in that 61. Aiden Norman in the 62. Big thank you to Aiden Norman for helping me get my audio issues taken care of after a week off. Hey, it happens, right? Ryan Pinnell in that number 12 Carhartt Ford F-150. Briley Wright in this number 46. Tristan Catania over here in this Ally number 48. Matthew Bounds in this number iFly 25. Mike LaJoy back here in this 77. Nicholas Fisher in this 84. Tom Sears, Toby Estes, and Tom Andrews. Unfortunately, it looks like they will not be gridding up with the rest of these guys. So, even though it shows 16 guys out there, right now only 13 are getting ready to start. They might have to start from the pits. We'll have to see how that goes. But I'm absolutely ready to fire this thing off. The lights atop the pace truck are off. I know you're about ready to go. So am I. Again, big thank you for coming out. Looking forward to chatting it up with you. 150 laps here are going to fly by. Not quite sure what the caution over/under is going to be, but I'm sure we're in for an exciting race. I raced here a long time ago in the street stocks. A lot of fun in that. These trucks quite a bit more power. Next time by, we'll be taking them green. All right, trucks down pit road. Maybe with just 13 trucks or so, maybe we'll go green a little bit more. Green flags in the air. North Wilkesboro, 3 wide for P number 3. What is this? Can this be Jacob Blankenship and company? Nope, they sorted it all out. Back double wide. Leader right now under a little bit of fire. Alfie Sharon has it. 9 truck of Seth Wansing that started on pole. He wants it back, but this 39 looking pretty stout so far. This is one of those tracks where you've really got to pay attention to your tires, and you've got to absolutely baby that throttle. You cannot stomp the throttle because you will spin. 9 again. Hunting. 62 of Aiden Norman right now sitting P3, pretty comfortable. He's got a decent little gap up to P2 and a good gap back to P3 as Alfie Sharon just ran the fastest lap of the race so far at an 18:86. Wansing right now with a 93, so just 1/10 off. Let's go back just a little bit. There's P number 4, Jacob Blankenship, and a good little battle right here between Donald Ray and Joshua Gaiman. Gotta love some good old short track racing. Let's go a little bit further back behind these guys. Nice little battle here between the 74 of Jeremy Briault, 46 of Briley right to the outside, as now the 12 of Ryan Pinnell. He's going to try to stick his nose underneath, maybe try to outbrake him, wash up just a little bit. That's going to cause the 48 Ally machine for Tristan Catania to also wash up, maybe get a little bit of scrapage of the wall as well. Pull to the outside of that 12. Really high, wide, and handsome. Not a whole lot of banking here. Pull it back in again and maintain right where he is, 1 spot back. Behind these guys, you see Nicholas Fisher in this 84, Matthew Bounds in that number 25, and again, Tom Sears, Toby Estes, and Thomas Andrews not on track. So back up with our leader, 39. He's got a good second plus on P number 2. Can Seth Wansing get back up there and prove that his pole time wasn't just a hot lap, that he can actually get up there and contend, or is he actually just saving his tires? That's another very big possibility, because for the long run here, you definitely want to make sure you've got something. Saying go Alfie out there in chat. Let's yeah, Alfie doing pretty well here, Rick. He's got a good little gap between him and Seth Wansing, and if we actually jump on board with him, looking ahead, we're probably going to see some traffic. Nope, not quite just yet. Let's actually pull up. Let's go ahead and pull up your track map. I apologize. We'll go ahead and get that going for you here in just a hot second. I haven't had to use a lot of these tools for over a week. So there we go. There's your track map. So now you can see where everybody's at. So the first truck, it looks like Alfie is going to see when the time comes, is actually going to be the 13. A little bit further back, that's going to be Matthew Bounds, and he's got some trucks right in front of him. Looks like that's not the 48. That's going to be Jeremy Briol, I believe. It's going to be Jeremy Briol that had an issue in his Taco Bell machine. But Rick, thank you very much for coming out. Definitely appreciate it. And it's always good for these guys out here on track to have fans in the virtual stands cheering them on. I'm sure if he goes back and watches the race later on, he's gonna be glad to see you pop in. Hope all is well. And how about that race that you called the other night with the one and only Jeff No, Old Stout Whiskey, getting it done. All right, let's go back up to P number 2 and Seth Wansing. Seth looks like he's closing in. He did have a good second-plus gap between himself and the 39. Not sure if the 39 pushed too hard at the very beginning, and now he's kind of having to bring it back in, or if he's felt what he's got, he's pretty happy with it, and he's just going to come on back and just manage his race. That's always a big possibility as well. So these two doing their own thing. A little bit further back, Aiden Norman in his number 62, and Blankenship right behind him in this Money Lion 85. So you got a pair for the lead. You got a pair for third. And then Joshua Gaiman back here in this 61. He's got a little bit of gap between himself and the 5. As you see him fishtail coming off of turn number 4, but this battle's heating up also. 85 touched the grass, trying to get back in the throttle. He'll have to get back out of it for just a moment. You definitely see these trucks, all kinds of slideways coming off of the corner. You gotta give it a little extra throttle, maybe abuse that right rear if you need a little extra just to get these trucks to turn. Grab a big old sip of some Ray's Energy. It's been a very, very long day, very long week. It is Saturday night, ladies and gents. Again, thank you very, very much for coming out, hanging out, chatting it up, keeping me company right here from North Wilkesboro with the Midwest Barbecue Chicks and Honey ARCS Racing Truck Series on Saturday night. So Donald Ray in this number 5. He's got a gap back here now to the 12 that we're keeping an eye on. Here's Donald Ray, Ryan Pinnell a little bit further back, as you can see, and he's got a mirror full of Briley Wright in that number 46. Behind Mr. Wright is going to be Mike LaJoy in this 77. So we just saw Alfie Sharon under attack from the 9. Doesn't really look like the 9 has let up. It's still that 4/10 gap between these two. And I was checking earlier. Let's go back and check one more time to see exactly what kind of view he's got from his cockpit right now. Coming off the corner, going to come across the start stripe one more time. You see that 77 facing the wrong direction, and you see one other truck just a little bit further up. So far, Only the 77 truck of Mike LaJoy has fallen one lap down, and that was the guy we just saw facing the wrong direction, but no caution as of yet. Let's go ahead and actually clear all this out and give you a little bit better of a shot. Let's go ahead and bring up your ticker up top and show you a little bit more of the actual race. Lap 26 of 150. Again, the Midwest Barbecue, also co-sponsored by Chicks and Honey over on Instagram. Guys and gals, if you ever wanted to know more about homesteading, how to grow your own produce, build a barn, build your house, add on, doing all that, go on to Instagram, look them up, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. In fact, I'll read you verbatim what their Instagram page is all about. It's about teaching people how to create a self-sufficient homestead. We're teaching others how to turn raw land into self-sufficient property. Everything from solar, self-building your house, creating a garden, and raising your own animals to provide meat, dairy, and goods for your family. So there you go. Again, over on Instagram, look up Chicks and Honey, C-H-I-X, the and sign, and then, of course, Honey Homestead. When you get there, tell them Repeat sent you. How's that? All right, let's kind of check back just a little bit. Looks like there's a pretty good battle right now for P number 3 between Jacob Blankenship, but it looks like he was able to get on by. Now you see that 25 to the outside. Looks like he's actually stuck there, and a few others are kind of getting by, including the 5 of Donald Ray. Let's go ahead and bring your track map back up one more time. You can see just how spread out these trucks are. Working lap 31 already of 150. So far, caution free. We did see the 77, out of sorts turned around, but he was able to get it back going again. Able to not collect anybody, so the caution did not fly. Barney's just up there in the flag stand watching these guys as they go. Before you know it, we'll be looking at lap 75 and talking about halfway. We still have the stage break to go, which should fly pretty soon, and that'll rack and stack everybody back up, and they'll be able to come on down pit road, grab 4 brand new Eagle Fuel Goods, top it off that Sunoco E15 Racing Fuel, come on back out, and try to re-attack it. With that being said, let's go ahead and bring your tower back up with your track map, and now it's showing that Bounds, LaJoy, and Fisher are all one lap down. That's leaving just the top 10 on the lead lap. And if we check in with Sharon, more than likely he's going to have a big view of the back end of this field. As you see right there, I believe that's going to be the 74. No, it's going to be the 46, rather, of 46 of Briley right there. So more and more people are gonna fall into the clutches of the leader, and more will go a lap down. How many will absolutely go a lap down before that stage break? Only the leader knows, because as he's catching them, he's doing a pretty good job of passing them. All the trucks that are going a lap down been pretty reasonable in their line, being pretty predictable in their line. That way the leader knows exactly where to go, not fighting too hard. They figure if he's caught them, he's got a fast truck. They just need to move on over. All they've got to do at that point, as he gets on by the 82, is to really just stay close to the leader. That way when that caution comes out, they are the first truck one lap down. As now he's battling Briley Wright, and that is the Briley Wright. Once he goes a lap down, That would leave only the top 9 on the lead lap. All right, so now he's got to try to get on by this 46. Going to go ahead and throw it in there. And with all that going on, it's allowed the 9 of Seth Wansing to actually go ahead and catch up to him. So the 39 now battling with the 9. 48 has now, I'm sorry, the 46 has now gone a lap down, leaving just the top 9 on the lead lap. Again, we're going to be talking about Alfie Sharon, Seth Wansing, Blankenship Gaiman, and Donald Ray going to be your top 5. Aiden Norman, Ryan Pinnell, Jeremy Brialt, Trista Catania, now your top 9 and the only guys left on the lead lap. So big shout out there to the one and only Jacob Matheny. Seen him just a moment ago, but thanks Jacob for giving me a quick buzz. I definitely saw you. Old Silent Killer from back in the old console days. Definitely, I tell you what, you want to talk about a friend. He was heading down to Daytona the year that Martin Truex Jr. won his championship, and he called me. I was at work, and I said, you know what, hold on one second. The guy's in the middle of like the Midwest, heading down from Indiana down to Florida. I said, hold on one second. And I got back on the line. I called my wife, said, hey, do you mind if I take a little bit of a road trip? She said, where to? I said, Daytona. Or Homestead, rather. She said, okay. So I went back and I talked to Jacob, and I said, hey, man, you want to make a left at Albuquerque and come pick me up? The man drove 5 hours out of the way to come pick me up and cart my behind down the Homestead. Saw MTJ win his championship, and of course it was the last race for Dale Jr. as well. One hell of a guy. So again, big thank you to Jacob Matheny. Definitely appreciate it. All right, so as the 39 continues to lead, now we got Seth Wansing as he had to battle it out with the 48 just a little bit. 48 now P number 9. He's also fallen one lap down, putting the 74 of Jeremy Brialt as the last truck on the lead lap. And if we catch back up with Alfie Sharon, I imagine as we pan forward, he's probably going to see the 74 pretty soon. You just saw the 77 that spun out earlier, looking to possibly go another lap down. We'll have to see how that works. But the 39 so far definitely showing to be the class of the field. Nobody else has been able to really battle with him. The 9 caught him when he was in traffic, but that was just about it. Let's go through our field. Again, we talked about the 9 earlier of Seth Wansing. Started on poles, falling back to P2. He was doing all right when the 39 ran into traffic, but since the 39's cleared all that, he's been able to clear the 9 one more time. How about the 85 of Jacob Blankenship? He started in P4 right now, up to P number 3, so up one spot in the first 50 laps. Still able to keep those tires under him and doing a pretty good job. Then, of course, Joshua Gaiman right here in this number 61 Toyota. He also started P5. He's sitting P4, also up one spot. With those two going up one, that's going to, of course, put this 5 of Donald Ray back to sitting in P5 in his Chevy Silverado. Behind these guys, you got the 62 of Aiden Norman. He started 6th. He continues to run in 6th, so staying consistent. Same thing with the Ford F-150 of Ryan Pinnell in this Carhartt machine. He started P7, still continues to run P7, and also running pretty consistent lap times. How about the 74 of Jeremy Brialt in this Taco Bell machine? He's sitting P number 8. He's up 2 spots, so he started in 10th, so able to make up a couple of positions. And as I mentioned earlier, he is the last truck on the lead lap. See the 25 get a little sideways, but both the 48 and the 74 able to clear him. You see some damage on the left-hand side of that Ally machine. Looks like Tristan Catania has definitely scraped the wall just a little bit. Let's see if we can actually get a good look at the left side of that 48. Let's pull up to Tristan Catania right now, and we'll take a look at that left rear. Yeah, as you can see, looks like the spoiler's a little bit scraped up. Looks like the left side's a bit scraped up. How about the left front? Yeah, kind of second verse, same as the first. Also looks like that hood is a bit scraped up as well. Let's see if we can't take a look. And there is the yellow. So lap 55, caution flies for the stage break. Again, this will give everybody a chance to go on down pit road, grab those Eagle Feel Goods, and then come on back out. And if the scoring pylon is right, that left the 46 of right in P number 9. And I'm sorry, yeah, P number 9, and he would be the first truck 1 lap down. So Alfie Sharon able to lead all the first 50 laps. Possibly the 9 might have led one. We'll have to see how the scoring looks at the end when the admins go to tally up the points. But yeah, Alfie Sharon bringing everybody that's left on the lead lap down pit road for their first round of 4 Eagle Feel Goods. Again, top it off with that Sunoco E15 and come on out as quickly as they possibly can. Let's go ahead and widen this out. 9 had the first pit stall. Can he actually beat Alfie Sharon off pit road? We'll have to see. Nope, Alfie Sharon looks like he's going to be able to keep serve. 9's going to come out right where he did. 85 with Jacob Blankenship. He also was able to keep his spot as well. So the top 3 keeping the position that they were in when they came down pit road for their 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods and fuel. If you just joined, big thank you again for coming out, hanging out. I am Repeat. This is the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown Midwest Barbecue Truck Series live from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Again, good to see and hear all the great news about this speedway, that all throughout the month of August they're going to be racing everything on the blacktop, and then when that is all done, they're going to rip it all up and they're going to race a month of dirt. It should be a really good time. A lot of the old pros from back in the day, including a lot of current drivers. I know Josh Berry wants to race. I think it's going to draw out, Dale Jr. and a bunch of other guys to really turn some laps at this famed speedway. Still single file is 77. Looks like he is the first truck on the. I'm sorry. He's actually going to go ahead and pass the pace truck to go ahead and take his wave around, get back on the lead lap. Since he didn't pit and all the leaders came on down. Again, Alfie Sharon, Seth Wansing, Jacob Blankenship, Joshua Gaiman, Donald Ray, Ryan Pinnell, Jeremy Briel, Riley Wright, and Mike LaJoy. Aiden Norman, Matthew Browns, Christian Catania, and Nicholas Fisher. All your guys 1 lap or more down. Truck making that left turn down pit road, stacked and racked back up 2 by 2 for the first 6 laps. Tristan Catania back there in that Ally 48, heading off into turn number 1, back to green. All right, just a little bit of a crank it up session once we went back green. As you can see right now, Alfie Sharon doing everything that he possibly can to hold on, and he's got some traffic right ahead of him as well. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Alfie Sharon, as he gets closer and closer to that 46, go ahead and turn it up one more time. All right, again, big thanks to everybody that's out there. Man, what a race so far. All green except for their stage break, and Alfie Sharon absolutely doing a great job hanging on to this lead, showing that he's got a very strong number 39 truck, keeping the 9 of Seth Wansing behind him. Seth took the pole. Alfie started to the outside, and they've swapped positions. But how about Joshua Gaiman right here in this number 61, doing a great job, able to make up a couple of spots at the beginning of the race, and proving that he can hang with these leaders also. So he's got a pretty strong Toyota. I'll have to see how this all plays out. If maybe he's just kind of laying back a little bit and seeing what these guys have as the race goes on. Behind these guys, you got the 85 of Jacob Blankenship and Jeremy Brialt. Jeremy Brialt, and this is number 74. He is up 5 spots in his Ford F-150, and just behind him, you see the 46 of Riley Wright. Riley Wright is sitting 9th, and he is the first truck 1 lap down. So if the caution should happen to fly, he would be the first truck to he'd be the first truck 1 lap down and would get the free pass. So we'll have to see if that caution flies. So far, though, besides the stage break, it has been all green. Behind him, you see a good battle here between the 29 and the 46. 46 trying to do everything that he can to show that he still has competitive speed, because the more people that the 39 passes, the more go a lap down. I thought I saw tire smoke. I guess not. But yeah, the 46, he has to show that he can still lay some competitive speeds down and stay ahead of others. That way, if the leader catches anybody else, he can still try to keep with the leader and stay the first truck 1 lap down. I know I'm repeating myself. And Riley Wright, yeah, now sitting P8. As you see, maybe a little bit of an issue right now with the 12 of Ryan Pinnell. Maybe didn't want to battle it out there much more. Maybe abusing the tires. Said, you know what, you guys go ahead. I'll stay right here and I'll be here. So that's that battle. Obviously, this right here is not a battle for position because the 46 is a lap down. Now the battle is between the 12 and the 5. The 5 of Donald Ray just ahead. Got some clean track now in front of him and no real threat behind as well since that 46 was there. But how about the battle just ahead of him? Look at this right here. 61, 85, and this 74 all battling for position. That's actually a battle right now for P number 3. As the 61 gets on by, there's at 85 filling up his rear view. 89 going another lap down. Now 5 laps down. LaJoy 2 laps down. Norman, Bounds, Catania, and Wright all 1 lap down. Let's check back up with our leader again. As you see, nobody in his immediate view that he's got to try to pass or worry about. Seth Wansing a little bit further back as he sees the 61 and 85 start to creep up on him. That will be a battle for P number 2. Joshua Gaiman here with the 85. Good save by the 61. Got a little slideways. Not sure if there was a little bit of contact there or not, but great save. Didn't wreck it. Kept it off the inside wall and just about maintained spot. The 85 was able to get on by, but now he's under threat from this 74. They're side by side off the corner, going down the backstretch, heading into 3 and 4. Almost a little bit of contact. Good thing Netcoat didn't rear its ugly head right there, because that would have absolutely sent the 61 around. 74 definitely showing that he's just a little bit faster, but 61, he's got the preferred line. He's getting on the brakes right when he needs to, getting back on the throttle, keeping up with the 85. 85 in turn keeping up with the 9, as you see right in front of him. Looking at Seth Wansing, let's actually take a look from his rear view and see what he's seeing. So he sees positions closing, and at the same time, he sees a good almost 2 seconds ahead of him as we look back from Alfie Sharon's gearbox right now. So that's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Getting closer and closer to Alfie if that 9 can show that he can be there in the long run. The first 50 laps, all caution free, as it looks like one truck off on the grass, but not enough to cause a caution. Let's go ahead and widen it out again. Let's go ahead and bring it on up to the blimp. Nothing there. Back to Seth Wansing. No real issue there either. Jacob Blankenship. P number 3, no immediate fight. Looks like Jeremy Brial and the 61 of Joshua Gaiman just a little bit behind them. How about this fight behind him? Donald Ray's got the 77 coming around him on the outside. I'm going to guess Donald Ray just came on out with brand new tires, because he is absolutely showing to have some speed right now. And we saw earlier where he had some problems, and he is actually 2 laps down. Now again, everybody on the in the top 7 are on the lead lap. So right now, Ryan Pinnell in this 12, he is the last truck on the lead lap. And as you look at him on the track map there, the leader is really nowhere near him. He's just coming across the start stripe. Alfie Sharon, he was in the middle of the backstretch, so he's a good half a lap away. Getting closer and closer to that century mark as far as laps go. Working lap number 97. Sharon has easily locked up most laps led. Wansing P number 2, very, very steady in that position. 1.7 behind the leader. Leader's definitely coming up on some lap traffic again. But still, though, the 12 of Pinnell not in this mix. You see the 89 and company, but no 12. Let's go back to the 12 again of Ryan Pinnell to see where he's at in accordance with those guys. Let's actually look back from him and see what's going on. It looks like a little bit of a lag by the 12. Looking backwards from him, there's the lap traffic that the leader's coming up on right there. So let's go back up with Alfie one more time as he's able to get on by him. And in front of him, you see a battle between, looks like that's going to be the 62 of Aiden Norman and company going side by side with the 48 of Tristan Catania. And the more these guys stay side by side, the leader's going to be able to get closer and closer. But it looks like 62 is able to get a good run off the corner. 48 is going to try to dive it in and still battle it out. The 48 right now, he is one lap down. 62, he is also one lap down. So this is the fight right now not to go 2 laps down, or at least not to be the first truck to go 2 laps down. And is also the battle for the lucky dog as they make contact. 48, good save. 30, this all happened right in front of the 39. 48 and 62 able to settle it out amongst themselves. And now the 48, he's just going to want to stay there with the 39 to try to get 1 lap back should that caution fly. And that would be, he would be the sole truck 1 lap down. As you see there on the scoring pylon, everybody 2 or more laps down. Only the top 7 left on the lead lap. Only 13 cars out here on track tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway in the Midwest Barbecue ARCS Truck Series here on Saturday night. Again, big thank you. Definitely want to welcome everybody out there in chat. It's been a great race, caution free except for the stage break at lap 50. We just saw the 48 fall victim to the leader to go 2 laps down, and doing his best to stay the first truck 2 laps down. That way he'll get 1 lap back should that yellow fly. You see the 9 kind of wash up just a little bit. That's second place Seth Wansing. He's got the 62 right behind, but because of these lap cars, he's going to get a little bit of a break back to the 85 money line machine for Jacob Blankenship and Jeremy Brial just a little bit further back. There is Jeremy right now coming across the start stripe, working lap 110 of 150, 40 more laps to go to crown a winner here from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Again, nobody up here challenging Alfie Sharon whatsoever. Seth Wansing, almost 2.5 seconds back. Let's go ahead and bring your scoring pylon back one more time. That way you guys can keep up with everything that's going on and see what the intervals are. The ticker's good for more. I'm guessing I got some kind of an update, so let's go ahead and clear that. Let's do that one more time. There we go. Guessing I got some kind of an update, bringing up that black screen, brought up the bar on the top. Get rid of that. But how about this, Alfie? Yo, Rick James popped into the stream just a little bit ago and said, "Go Alfie." And I tell you, he must have heard him, and he has not looked back. Again, you see the 39 getting closer and closer to lap cars. In fact, there is, you just saw the numbers for that 12 truck kind of flash very, very quickly. That means that the 12 right now, Ryan Pinnell, that sits P5, is getting closer to being lapped. Joshua Gaiman in that number 61 on pit road right now has fallen a lap down. So the 12 would be the next victim. That would put everybody from P6 back one lap down. So this 39, he's on a tear, and he really has been all night long. If we get on up here to Ryan Pinnell and we look back from him, from that gearbox, you can see this 39 getting closer and closer, really starting to reel this number 12 F-150 in more and more. As you see the 39 duck on low, let's go ahead and widen it out. It's going to be a great battle coming off the corner. 12 still able to hold on. 39 is going to throw it in the corner one more time, get hard on the brakes, wash up just a little bit, able to avoid contact. That's going to put Pinnell one lap down, leaving only Brialt, Blankenship, and Wansing left on the lead lap. So if we're talking about Brialt in that 74, there he is. And if you look behind him, no issue whatsoever. He's got, a couple of guys that he's going to have to battle with for position here, but it doesn't look like he's got any issue with possibly being lapped anytime soon. 30 laps remaining, all green except for the stage break. Will we see a caution as the laps wind down? Will someone get desperate, want a position, want points? Points matter every single lap, as we see Catania get on by and move up one more spot. Catania right now sitting in P number 9, 3 laps behind the leader. Nobody in his rear view, and as you see, nobody right now that he's got to worry about on track to put one or more laps down. Really just being consistent. Let's go ahead and actually take a look from his nose and see what he's seeing. There you go, clean track. Nobody that he's going to have to battle. Getting closer and closer. There we go. 25 laps to go. And, man, it's going to be, if Alpi Sharon can hang on to this thing and go on and grab the W, he will have led just about all the laps here at North Wilkesboro. I'm not 100% sure whether the 9 ran and led the first lap or not. If he didn't, Alpi Sharon would have led all 150 laps. Guys and gals, if you want to know more about ARCS Racing, right next to that 25 there to go, there you see their Twitter handle, ARCS_racing on Twitter. Go on over, give them a follow, say hey, tell them I sent you. And man, this is probably the lowest field they've had in quite a while, but still, everybody out there doing one hell of a job. All right, let's go ahead and widen it out since we see that the 39's got nothing ahead and really nothing behind, as we see the number 9 of Seth Wansing come down pit road. I'm going to guess this is going to be for fuel and tires. Will he try to gamble and maybe... Oh, yellow flag's going to fly. 9's going to go ahead and blow past his pits so he doesn't go a lap down. Pace truck's going to come on out, and that was a very, very smart move, as makes a little bit of contact coming off of pit road. I'm going to guess the truck that was outside didn't see him. So, yellow flag out with 22 laps to go. They should take the green with about 19. Let's catch back up with our leader, this 39, as he lines up behind the pace truck. 5's going to stay out. 39's going to come in And he's going to grab 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods, fill it up with that Sunoco E15, or only take the amount that he needs, probably a can, if I had to guess, to go the rest of the distance, maybe even a little less. But Seth Wansing, since he did not stop in his pit box, he was able to stay on the lead lap, and he should be able to come on down pit road very soon. Go ahead and catch up with him right now. See exactly what happens with this Boot Barn number 9. There he is, coming on down. So if I'm not mistaken, that'll cycle the 39 of Alfie Sharon back to the lead. And the 9 will try to have to do what he can to get all that track position back. Eastern Media GG, thank you very much for the follow. I thought you were already there. I guess maybe not, but thank you very much. All right, so again, yeah, I thought so too. You've been around for many a Monday nights. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, welcome aboard. This is the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown Truck Series, live from North Wilkesboro Speedway. This is their Midwest Barbecue Chicks and Honey sponsored Saturday Night League. This is their first actual race caution. Their first caution flew about lap number 50 when they had their stage break. This one right here was due to some contact, but it wasn't really anything big. So the 9 had just come on down pit road, and once the yellow flew, he decided to drive through his pit box and stay on the lead lap. But because that all happened, now he's going to have to try to do what he can with this 39. The 39 of Alfie Sharon has led every single lap, but now the 74 Jeremy Briot, which has been in the mix all night long, able to snag the lead. They are all double file, back and stacked, racked back up. Here we go. 39 hard on the gas. 74 spitting in the rears just a little bit. I'm going to guess he probably only took right side tires, so that's going to leave him stacked up just a little bit behind him. 61's going to try to look to the outside. No hole there. 61 came back up and blocked. I'm sorry, 74 came up and shut that hole. There's the 61 up high. 9's going to try to follow suit underneath them. Throw it into the corner, maybe try to outbrake him. Can he do it without washing up? So far, yes, he is. 39, though, he's got to love this battle that he's seeing. 16 laps to go. 39 has led every single lap so far. This is the battle for the lead. Dana Locks, good to see you. Thank you very much for coming out as well. Yeah, this is the ARCS Saturday Night Truck Series. Again, live from North Wilkesboro Speedway. One of the original vintage tracks that they've brought back. And if okay, it was just, yeah, caution number 3 is out. Let's see if we can find out what happened here. Looks like Nicholas Fisher's and Mike LaJoy going to have something to do with this. Let's find out. All right, so it looks like the 89's going to throw it around, and let's go back one more time. There's the 77. It looks like it had something to do with him as well. Did he get collected by the 89? Yep, he tried to check up, didn't want to get into him, and instead put the right front into the outside wall. No serious damage. 77 is multiple laps down. But he for the most part, he is all right. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. So they should go back green about lap, with just about 10 laps remaining. And the 39, he's got to be a little little nervous now. He's going to have the 9 in his back pocket, right up his tailpipe, really hunting that tailgate. And the 9 has been able to keep up with him on speed most of the night, especially on the short runs. 9 was the original pole sitter. 39 went on up there, took the lead, never looked back, has led just about every single lap so far. Sharon Racing says, I don't get nervous. I don't know, Sharon. I don't know. I think on these restarts, everybody gets a little nervous. You got to worry about spinning your tires. You got to worry about which gear to restart in. You got to worry about the person right behind you maybe using a little bit of a bump and run to take the win. There's always something to be nervous about. You've been very, very stout all night long. I think you got what it takes. But will someone steal it from you? You'll have to find out. You see Eastern Media GG followed just a little bit ago. They also follow and keep up with the Shake and Bake Monday night and Thursday night series. This Monday night Shake and Bake series will be from Nashville Super Speedway. With their cup cars. They sponsor the 69 for Holzer and the 25 as well. And then also on Thursday nights with the Indy series, they sponsor a couple of cars there also. Always good to see them out in chat rooting on their drivers. Double file back one more time. Pace Truck's about to make that left turn towards Albuquerque. Double file all the way back, at least the first 5 or 6 rows. As you can see, they're only the top 5 left on the lead. Lap 61 a game and sitting in P5. Trucks turned in, back on the gas. Let's go. Ryan Crooks, that was the name I was thinking of. All right, so now the 9's falling back, sitting behind this 85. 74 absolutely hanging to the outside of the 39, maybe trying to pinch him down just a little bit. See if he can keep him from getting back in the throttle when he wants to. 74 is going to come on up, and I think he's going to go ahead and lead this lap if he can. We'll have to see. He's definitely got some momentum. Hold on to it. Great job. Well, looks like 39 is able to hold on to it since the 74 trying to keep it. He's all kinds of slideways, losing a couple of spots through the grass. Coming back up. Did he collect anybody? I believe he did. Yellow flag's out. Hey, you gotta give him all kinds of credit for trying. Absolutely. Let's go back with Jeremy Briault and watch this slide. So there you see him right there. He's got the wheel turned all the way to the right, on the gas, on the brake, trying to hold it back up on track. And yeah, it gets collected. I believe that was the 80. Nope, that wasn't the 85. It was somebody right behind him. But you got to give the man all kinds of credit for trying. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so when we go back, it's going to be, as you see there on the scoring pylon, 5 laps to go. It'll be less than 5 to go. I tell you, it's going to be interesting to see if this 39 can hold now with the 85 to his outside. 85 has also been able to stay inside the top 5 all night long. You see the 9 of Seth Wansing lining up behind the 39. All these guys behind that Silverado pace truck. What's going to happen? Yeah, after tonight's race, again, Monday night, it will be the Shake and Bake Cup Series live from Nashville Super Speedway. I actually cannot wait for that race. Nashville is a lot of fun. It definitely supports a lot of great side-by-side racing. So you're definitely going to want to tune in just about 8:25 Eastern to see who's going to be able to go ahead and grab that Fender guitar if it is actually still a Fender guitar that they give away. For those that remember years and years ago, Kyle Busch won that race once, got the guitar in victory lane and smashed it on the deck. A lot of people were pretty pissed off about that, but hey, it was his to do with as he pleased, and that's how he celebrated. All right, see the 74 to the outside, sitting P number 4. Looks like they're going to go around one more time, so that means we're gonna go back green with a green-white checker. So yeah, these top guys are really going to have something to watch. 74 going around to grab his lap back. That's going to be Jeremy Brial, the guy that was just absolutely trying very, very hard to fight to the outside of the leader in that number 39 of Alfie Sharon. All right, so this is the 4th caution of the night. Usually when we see this, we're definitely talking about cautions, breeding cautions, and the aggression level going through the roof. Will this be the last? Pace Truck makes that left. Back on the throttle. Here we go. Green flags. Back out. .39 seeing the 85 outside. 85 trying to grab all the momentum that he can. You see him really digging. Can he get to the back end of this 39? Maybe give him a little bit of a shot to the tailpipe. We'll have to see. Going across the start stripe. White flag is out. 85 up high, wide, and handsome. He's going to have a good run off the corner. 39 cannot come up and seal it. Can the 85 keep the 39 pinched down and get back in the throttle? Yes, he is. 39, 85, side by side. A drag race off the corner. And it's going to be the 39 to seal the deal. But one hell of a try by the 85 to get up there. Maybe even a little bit of contact at the line. But you do what you got to do. Great clean race. Great clean finish for both. I'm actually going to go ahead and wind that back just a little bit. I actually want to see what that looked like coming across the start stripe. Let's go ahead and play it. Oh, I wanted to rewind that. Quarter speed. Wow, that was close. That was bad close. Wow. All right, then. All right, so a great win by the 39. We'll go ahead and bring it back up to speed. Let's bring it back live as the 39 done with his burnout. Looks like, sorry, I missed that 39. But, man, that was definitely a finish at the line worth going back to see. All right, ladies and gents, we will be right back. Again, big congratulations to Seth Wansing for grabbing the pole. He was your Schmiel Racing Designs Pole Award winner. And we will be right back with your Schmiel Racing Designs podium right after this. Stay tuned. All right, guys and gals, definitely appreciate you hanging right there with us. Unfortunately, we're not able to bring driver of the 85, Jacob Blankenship, up for interviews. But so we're going to start off with third place driver, the number 9 Chevy Silverado, Seth Wansing, able to stay inside the top 5. Almost got caught a lap down just as that first non-stage brake caution flew. Had the presence of mind to keep on the throttle at pace speed, didn't speed, even though he had to get back out as quick as he could, able to stay on the lead lap, lost a spot or two, but in the end, Seth, able to keep right there inside the top 3, bottom step of this podium. You did win the Smeel Racing Designs Pole Award for the night, so overall a pretty productive race for you here from North Wilkesboro. How you feeling about it all?
Man, I had a blast. Thank you to everybody at ARCS that puts us on, all the admins. You, sir, repeat for broadcasting. Can't wait to go back and watch it. And congrats to Alfie, man. He led every lap but one. I tried to keep him on his toes and be as clean as I could with him, too. And it was a lot of fun racing with him. Yeah. Was second place literally the whole night. Was right with Alfie most of the race too. Me and him were trading lap times. I was watching my overlay. That guy was like Iceman tonight, man. Even if he slipped up just a tad, I couldn't get enough nose under him. So he drove a great race. And just rode second the whole time. And then, I don't know if you caught it, got slideways entering 1 and 2 under braking. And that really, and I said to all the guys on my team chat, I was like, that's the race right there, because me and Alfie and Blankenship and Gaiman up there too, we're all kind of running the same lap times, and so it was just hard to make up any gap. And then of course I knew the only way I was going to get in front of them was to pit first. So as soon as I went to pit first, of course, the caution comes out as I'm driving down pit road. Glad I stayed in it and just coasted on down pit road instead of pitting. But then had to restart third or fourth there on that second to last restart. And then just it sucked restarting on the bottom with the guy on top of you as far as the throttle control and stuff goes. But wish I would have gotten a crack at the outside there on that last restart. But I'd say that the best car won tonight for sure. The best driver won tonight. And but yeah, thank you to my guys at Sideswipe and Boot Barn and Midwest Barbecue and everybody that helps put this stuff on. It was a lot of fun doing North Wilkesboro. I love these short tracks. I love these tracks where you got to get in a rhythm and just braking and throttle and just it's such a rhythm thing. So I really enjoy the challenge of that, and that was a lot of fun, man. I tried to stay on Alfie's tailgate for you, so it wasn't so we didn't make it seem too boring, but I'm sure it was action packed throughout the rest of the field as well.
I'll tell you what, a couple times when he had to really battle a little bit with some lap down trucks, or going to put the first, a truck their first lap down, you were able to close in a few times, and at one point you were literally right on his back bumper, and then as that lap traffic kind of kept you behind, he kind of skated away. When that first non-stage caution flew, did you think, okay, this is my chance, with 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods, you're full of fuel, or just taking enough fuel that to make it to the end? Did you think that with your pole time and being very consistent, able to almost match him in speed, did you think you were going to have enough? Or if you got to his tailpipe like Jacob Blankenship did you possibly even think about maybe using that bumper to take it away?
No, and if I did use the bumper, it was going to be a slight tap in the middle of the corner. He raced me with a lot of respect at the beginning. He gave me plenty of room at the initial start. Me and him kind of took care of each other with a few slip-ups there at the beginning of the race, and really the whole time we were running first and second. So can't say on the last lap I wouldn't have used the bumper because I probably would have, but it wouldn't have been anything egregious, But on that first non-stage break caution, that's when I was rolling down pit road, and then had to drive back out, catch the field. Didn't have a chance to use the first pit stall to try to get anything. Um, and then, I had to restart third after that caution, and you're just trapped on the bottom with KS all over the place. And so I couldn't ever quite get back in a rhythm. Me and him were really even until I did my little slide through 1 and 2 there. We were pretty tailgate to nose for a good part of the race. So yeah, there was a couple times where I maybe could have peeked my nose down in there, but it wasn't. I can't risk wrecking me or him during the middle of the race. A few shots I really had to run to put my nose down in there. I wasn't gonna force anything and just tried to force him into a mistake, man. But I was hounding him. But like I said, man, he was Iceman tonight. He even when he made a tiny line change or anything, if he entered a little high, he still got the run off and was the man to beat tonight. So, but yeah, wish I would have had a crack on the outside a couple times. But that's just the way the cautions fell and kind of put me in that box. So, still a lot of fun though.
Definitely wish you a lot of luck, as this season goes on. Great job, P3 tonight. Grabbed the pole. You got some solid points as we get further and further, down the road. Congratulations one more time, Seth.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for broadcasting, and thanks to everybody at ARCS. And thank you. Well, good job to Alfie, and that's the man of the hour. So I'll quit yapping and go interview the guy that dominated the race.
There you go. Alfie Sharon, I'll tell you what, Rick James popped in very, very early and said, go Alfie. Nothing else after that, nothing before it. He called his shot very early, and man, did you ever come through for him. 149 out of the 150 laps saw that 39's nose in the breeze for the most part, except for when you had come across lap traffic. But man, you definitely it seemed like you were on rails where a lot of other trucks were just a little slideways or maybe had their back ends check out a little bit. In the closing laps with that for that green-white checker, Jacob Blankenship really gave you a big run for your money. And at the line, I mean, we're talking a 0.19 to a 0.08, so less than a tenth to call this win for you. Did you know that you were going to be this solid here at North Wilkesboro, or did you have to work at it during the week to get ready for this race?
I literally jumped in the lobby with like 15 minutes left of practice. Didn't do so hot in practice times, but like everyone says, practice doesn't really matter. It's what you can do in the race. Qualified P2.
Mm-hmm.
Seth put down a nice lap for qualifying. And I was just trying different steering ratios in practice. Nothing was working, so I just threw something at it, and it made it a little bit tighter coming off the corner where I didn't have to worry about the back end coming out from under me, and just made it stick really.
Well, man, the most throttle time, I'd actually hold on to that setup. I wouldn't share that at all. You're bad fast all night long. I've been here since the very beginning of the season. How many races have you run now with ARCS?
I was just trying to go back and look at that. I think this is my third one.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't really recall coming across your name very often, but man, here in North Wilkesboro, you're definitely the man to beat.
Yeah, I don't know if you broadcasted the Worldwide Technology race. That was the last race I was in. I've been busy back to work and everything, so it's kind of hard to race.
Gotcha.
But I mean, just like Seth said, I mean, we were keeping each other honest all night. I was doing the same thing he was doing. I kept looking at my I use Race Labs, so I was able to have that up plus my fuel, and I kept looking at it to see what he was hitting for a lap time, what I was hitting, And I mean, it was keeping me honest, and I don't know how I managed to lead all the laps. It's crazy. Um, Especially on the initial start to do that pass on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it stuck. I got loose on the outside of him coming off the corner of 2, and I was like, "Oh, please don't wreck us." And it went, and going into 3, I was like, I either gotta try to go in further and make it stick or something, because if not, he's just gonna run away from me, because the bottom was definitely the place to be throughout the run.
All right. So if this is just your third race of the season so far, as I look at the upcoming schedule, next week it looks like it's going to be Pocono. Will we see you back next week at the Tricky Triangle, or is that rule of life and family first? Does that come into play?
I don't know quite yet. We'll play it by ear, and we'll see next Saturday. Maybe I'll make a surprise appearance again. Um, I don't know who. I don't know if these guys do playoffs or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get in the middle of it if you guys are already going into playoffs. I don't want to ruin anyone's chances or anything. But once I find that out, maybe I'll come in, and I'm already so far down the points. Maybe I'll just try to win the races. I don't know. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of tough competitors in here.
Oh, yeah.
Like Seth said, him. Oh my God, I gotta pull up the results. Sorry.
Jacob Blankenship,
Yep,
Jeremy
Blankenship,
Yep.
Jeremy, Joshua, even Donald Ray. I race with him in another league, and he's fast all the time. Same with Mike LaJoy.
Yep.
There's a lot of fast guys in here, and I was, with only running 3 times with him, I was not gonna lie, I was a little nervous, even though I said I wasn't nervous on the broadcast. I race on iRacing like I do anywhere else. I'll race you with all the respect in the world. Won't dump you for a win. Like Seth said, maybe I'll throw a bumper at you, but if I see that it's gonna get you wicked loose, I'll back out, and I won't go for the win. I'm not that type of racer. I race how I want to be raced, and hopefully it showed tonight with like Seth and Jacob and all them.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what I go for, and that's what I live by on iRacing.
Well, talking about playoffs and all that, yeah, these the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown Series does actually do playoffs. We've got 6 more races before that starts. We got Pocono, Lucas Oil, Michigan, Richmond, the Glen, and then Daytona. The playoffs all kick off at Eldora on Saturday night, September the 3rd for round number 1. That's Eldora, Kansas, and Bristol. Round 2 is the Windy City, Talladega, Rockingham, and then round 3 is just 2 races: Homestead, Miami, and Myrtle Beach. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, the season will all culminate at Phoenix International Raceway on November 5th, following the real life schedule to just about a T, obviously with a couple of tracks thrown in. But man, big congratulations one more time. Great night. I'm sure a lot of these guys are happy maybe you're not running full time. Could be taking more wins away. Congrats again on the Smeel Racing Design top step of the podium.
Thank you. And I just want to shout out Steve Singer for letting me use his paint scheme. I'm not going to say what he does because I'm not that type of person. Just got to thank him. Thank you for broadcasting it. I didn't even know it was broadcasted till halfway through the race.
Gotcha.
Pretty much. Got to thank all the admins and ARCS for putting on such a good series. And got to thank Seth, Jacob, and Jeremy for running me with the most respect that I could imagine from any new people. And it was a fun race. That's all I can really say.
There you go. All right, guys and gals, I put the link out there to MidwestBarbecueEquipment.com, one of the main sponsors here for the Saturday Night Showdown Series. If you need or want any information or need equipment for any kind of barbecue or smoker equipment, whether it's a tow behind for your truck or just at home equipment, please go on over MidwestBBQEquip.com. Look them up. And also, I put the link or I mentioned earlier about Chicks and Honey over on Instagram. It's a page all about teaching people how to create a self-sufficient homestead, teaching others how to turn their raw land into self-sufficient property. Everything from solar, self-building your house, creating a garden, and raising your own animals to provide meat, dairy, and goods to your family. Chicks and Honey on Instagram. Chicks is CHIX, the and sign, and then Honey. Go on over, look them up, give them a follow. You never know. Your next, Pulitzer or gold ribbon garden at the craft or county fair or whatever might just come from their Instagram page. Go on over, give them a follow. But until next Saturday night from Pocono, we will be back on Monday night with the Shake and Bake Cup Series. That'll be live from Nashville Super Speedway. We will see you then. Take care of everybody. Later.